question was about pharmaceutical content. We're not required to test for pharmaceuticals, so therefore we don't know what the content is in the water.
Well, we wanted to investigate whether or not the wastewater could influence, exposure to wastewater could influence different aspects of endocrine physiology. Endocrine disruptors are compounds that are outside in the environment that are then taken into the body through whatever mechanism and then interfere with naturally occurring endocrine function. And we found basically that the wastewater accelerated development in the African clawed frog, which suggests, though doesn't prove, that there may be thyroid hormone-like effects in the wastewater. It suggests that there may be something in there that would act like thyroid hormones, so that if you wanted to drink the wastewater directly, I'd be concerned that it may have thyroid hormone effects. In an adult, that might not be too problematic. In a developing fetus, it may or may not be problematic, but we don't know what the human effects would be. It wasn't tested in humans. My main concern is that if a small town like Flagstaff that has excellent treatment facilities, I mean they're really outstanding according to the current models out there, still has some of these compounds going into the environment, which the USGS did find several different compounds in the water, and we did see some physiological effect, that overall on a world scheme, I'd be very concerned. For Flagstaff, the amounts we found were very low, and people aren't getting direct exposure unless they're going down and drinking the wastewater coming from the effluent, which I'd like to hope nobody's doing.
Would it be make drinking water and somebody eat snow?
That's a good question. There'll be absolutely nothing happen to them. The reclaimed water is cleaner than the natural snow. If you go out there and find some white snow and put it in your mouth, that will be dirtier than the reclaimed water. Because the reclaimed water you can put in a bottle like this and drink it.
Other studies have found that fish living downstream from wastewater treatment facilities all over the world, so this is in Germany, in Japan, in England, have found that downstream of wastewater treatment there are fish that are feminized. And what I mean by feminized is that you see either 100% females in the population or nearly so skewed sex ratios towards a female, or you find males that have eggs developing in their testicular tissue, which is not usual. It shouldn't be so. Other studies have also found that males are producing female yolk protein, and that's a suggestion also that there's estrogen in the wastewater effluent coming out. On a national level, the EPA has now set up a couple of different experiments to take a look at treatment protocols to begin to evaluate whether different kinds of wastewater treatment will begin to eliminate a lot of these compounds. They're looking primarily at eliminating steroidal compounds and alkylphenols, which are the some of the primary estrogenic compounds found in wastewater. And they're looking at drinking water treatment also to see if there's ways to eliminate these compounds. So at the national level, the EPA is beginning to take this very seriously.
People say, what about the water? You heard about the water and the endocrine disruptors. And the endocrine disruptors is a new topic, but they've been being studied for years. And no one really has the answer on that. The Environmental Protection Agency doesn't have the answer, but they allow the water to be used. And it's just like anything else in life. If you take too much of anything, sugar, milk, coffee, alcohol, tobacco, too much of anything is bad for you. But when we bring that clean water up here and we put it on the ground, it allows us to open at Christmas, and it allows us to stay open. It allows us to provide quality recreation.
This sewer water will never, ever, nobody will ever make it pure enough for anything. Not even the grasses out there, not even the bugs or animals. It can carry disease of all kinds. This the Hopi knows.
long time ago, the Creator will make us also they give us a 4-second mountain. This is the west side is the San Francisco Peak called or sleet. It's very important for us. We don't want to develop anything on the top or wastewater.
We have a lot of our deities there that we pray to, and being desecrated like that is not something that we like to see. And it's been centuries, since we've had to look up to that peaks there, and it's called Nevatikulobe. That's what we call it. And each year it has the markings of when each culture or religious ceremonies begins, and it's like a marker along the way. And whenever, like for instance, you see the sun going back to its summer home, so we just about know where the ceremonies begin. Each time we see a certain point, by looking to the west, and so those are some of the things that we have. And also we have Kachina deities here. This time of the year they're there, and so when we go to pray, that's where we go.
That mountain, that peak, we called Uihala. That area there, that mountain there is very sacred to the Havasupai and also to the Pai people. That mountain is where the life of the Havasupacha, the Pai people, began right at the base of that mountain. So that mountain, we feel, shouldn't be disturbed, shouldn't be desecrated. We were taught not to treat it the way it has been being treated recently.
From these old sacred mountains, they make the funnel for to keep the ceremony in control. This medicine in control is the whole family. Also, we pray our neighbor and animals and everything. Today, to destroy the medicine, it doesn't work too good. That water, they think they cure. They wash with from hospital. They wash the people. They die. The spirit in there, you can't see. Only you can see it set the ceremony. And the medicine is going to be poison.